All right, welcome back. Thanks for joining us here on this Friday evening, the warmest day of the year so far for a lot of Montana. Helena, 61 degrees. Yeah, just a few days ago, parks were all covered with snow. We got some gusts up to about 30 miles per hour out of the south. And Great Falls, oh so close to 60 degrees, just up the road to the northeast, up around Fort Benton and Loma. We're in the mid-60s right now, but yeah, really nice temperatures. I know it feels so warm, but it's only 6 degrees above average here. Still some cold air though, trapped up on the highland. We still have a bunch of snow and an east wind that's kind of locking some of the cold up right up here. But again, you head just south of the Marias River, basically. That's a line where we've got some warmer air to the south and colder air just on off toward the northeast. Even look at that, Glasgow 40, 64 down around the Jordan area. That's because of that wind. East winds moving up the Milk River here, the Milk River Valley, and a south to a southwest wind. Where we've got that wind, the temperatures are much warmer. Little system moving into western Montana here. There may be a touch of snow up in the higher terrain, up around the Swan Range, and the Bitterroot's picking up a little snow. Maybe a rumble of thunder could happen up here as well. Look at some of those showers and isolated thunderstorms, lightning strikes moving through Oregon. But this system kind of falling apart for a change. Most of these storms have come across the west and not lost any steam. We've got some rain along the east coast down to the Gulf Coast. But a lot of the country should be looking at some pretty nice weather here for Easter weekend. So for the rest of this evening, there may be an isolated shower coming over the Continental Divide, probably not until after dark here, but really up around the Swan Valley and the Flathead Valley, we've got some showers and some higher elevation snow. There'll be some snow up around the East Glacier area and up on the Rocky Mountain frontier tonight, maybe up on the Continental Divide as well. Just a couple little snow showers, that's about it. And for tomorrow, it's mostly sunny. There may be an isolated shower again in the mountains, and maybe a little pop-up shower as we get into the afternoon across the eastern part of the state, but about 95% of the state will be dry here tomorrow. And then heading into Easter Sunday, yeah, we still have a little wet weather Saturday night into early Sunday morning, mainly west of the Divide, but Easter Sunday should be a gorgeous day, if not completely clear, mostly sunny skies. Might have a little cloud right along the Rocky Mountain front there. Chinook Arch cloud should make for a pretty sunrise and a pretty sunset. Snow tonight into tomorrow, that could be a dusting up to a couple 3 inches into the higher terrain up on the Rocky Mountain front and on the Continental Divide. Here's the forecast for tonight. Look at these lows above the freezing point here for most areas. Great Falls 40 degrees. Loma at 41 tonight still, or 42, numbers changing right before your eyes right there. We still may get down to the 20s in a few spots, again up on the high line here. Staying above the freezing point around Lewistown, Stanford, and the capital area. Helena 35 tonight, maybe a few flakes of snow or a couple of drops up on the Continental Divide. Here's the forecast for tomorrow. A little on the breezy side. If there's one bad thing about tomorrow, it's probably the wind, but we will have warmer weather. Havre up to 50, Glasgow almost to 50. Most of the state in the 50s with a west wind gusting 20, maybe 30 miles per hour, so a bit on the windy side. Easter Sunday, we've got wind out across the plains, but look at that, finally kicks out of that cold air out of the high line here. 54 in Glasgow, 56 in Havre. A lot of sixes around Great Falls and Helena for Easter Sunday. Should be a really nice day. Monday, we could be up near record highs potentially. Look at that, the 70s here, parts of the state. It will be a little on the breezy side. And then Tuesday, here comes a cold front that will bring in some cooler air. Look at the 40s behind that front, 70s and maybe even 80s in southeastern Montana. But that cooler air should slow this meltdown here just a little bit because too warm, too fast, and we've got a lot of that snow that will be melting here over the next few days. But a gorgeous Easter weekend into Monday. If you could take that day off, do it. A couple of storms later Tuesday night, Wednesday through Friday looking cooler with maybe a little snow returning to parts of the state here. But again, that cooler air should slow down this melting process that certainly will happen this weekend.